thank you both for agreeing to stay a little bit longer for this web extra. Keegan, I meant to ask you, the Navajo redistricting group and the All Pueblo and Jicarilla Apache group, they did come pretty close. You got some agreement on some things, but not on the House maps. And so what do you think the prospects are for agreement?
I think they're great. The timeline was compressed. The CRC had a timeline. They wanted to finish their business and send on maps to the legislature. But with a little bit more time, I think we could have come to an agreement on the House as well as the Senate. So I'm looking forward to the weeks ahead as we head into the legislative session. I think during that time, we'll be meeting and continuing discussions. And I think that we'll be able to come to some agreement on a House map as well, that's something that, again, reflects those values from not just one tribal community, but from all of them.
So, I was watching the meeting on Wednesday night when the committee was taking up the House maps, and they were very interested in taking the input from the All Pueblo Council of Governors, and they were very interested in the Navajo Nation's proposal. And they looked at them, but it's hard to look at the maps and tell exactly how they're different. I could tell they were reluctant to say, we want to choose one or the other, right? They really wanted you to come to an agreement. But from a strategic perspective, by not coming to agreement, you got them to pass those two maps to the exclusion of a Republican map that had Republican support. So was that intentional?
No, not at all. I think the CRC wanted to have three maps, and they chose the maps that they thought were best to send on to the legislature. We thank them for being fair and impartial. When the CRC was first appointed, we were initially very disappointed that there was no Native American representation on there. And so we're very glad that the CRC has taken its time, been deliberate, intentional, worked with all of our communities and Indigenous leadership to ensure that those maps that come from months and months and months of work within tribal communities get to the legislature.